Hi, this is Mark the Meerkat with Grok Trade here with the trade of the day. Actually, going to show you three trades. First one I want to show you is a gap fill trade that we teach in our mentoring class. Let's take a look here at NVIDIA. Here it was at opening, and look at this. It had dropped 7.3%. This is the closing line up here. This is where it opened up, right at market open. So it's starting to work its way back up. Now, our gap fill trade that we teach in mentoring is that once it breaks the high of I'm going to use the second candle personally, and that will then you would want to be long. So I went ahead and I set that trade. You can see right there. And then what happened after that? In minute 3, boom! I got filled at 136.74. I'm long on NVIDIA. Went up here. Now it's a little bit of risk because it right here at 138 was the 200 moving average, but I put my stop here just below the close of this last candle here, less than 1% at risk. Let's see how we did. And what did it do? Oh boy, it just kept on going. This is the gap fill. Again, stocks that gap down, they tend to want to fill. And look at this is a 1 minute chart. It pulled back just a little bit here, but I'm bringing my stop along this 8 EMA here, just below the 200 moving average. And now in the money on my stop, and it's still trying to run up here. Let's see if it's going to reverse or if it's going to keep trying to fill its gap here. Look at this. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. So I'm bringing my stop along this 8 EMA. You can see right here is where my stop is there. As it gets close to this closing line area, which could be a major resistance, and look at it snapped back and it stopped me out right here at 141.86 for 3.7% in 10 minutes. That is the gap fill. Did it fill all the way? No, but then it snapped back, got me out. I'm okay with 3.7%. Let's see what happened after that. I did have a second trade on it here as it started to do a bull pullback here. Did a bull pullback, or a bull flag, whichever way you want to look at it. It ran up here, and as soon as it broke the 142, I went ahead and I got long right here at 142.04, and I'm now long again NVIDIA here. Again, a little bit of risk because we got that closing line up here. Let's see if it's going to have enough energy to break through it this time. Look at that. Went up here. And while it was sitting up here at high basing, I went ahead and I took out half right up here at 144.23. It dropped down here below the 8 EMA and stopped me out at 142.06 on the second half for 0.4%. So this total trade in 8 minutes was for 1%. But it still could not break this closing line. Now I'm going to show you the third trade that we had on this. We're waiting here now as the time is going on, and it's starting to recover. Boom, here it is, a bull pullback here, and it broke above that closing line right there. Problem was though, man, I need to move this down a little bit, is now it's starting to base at 146 even dollar amount. So I set my trade just above 146 here, and then it took off, and I did get in on the third trade at 146.28, and now I'm going to bring my stop up here right to the closing line here, less than 1%. Let's see if it takes off here. Sure enough, it stalls right at 148. So I went ahead and I took out half at 148.11 for 1.3% as it's stalling right here, and then even pull back a little bit. Now I put my stop to here to break even. Let's see if it turns back down, I'll be out, and if not, whoa, look at that, boom, it took off, and now it's up here to the yellow pivot line. This is the pivot line. Now pivot lines are based on the prior day's price action, intraday indicator only, but this is the center pivot line right here, right at the 50 cent area, and so, oh boy, bringing my stop up tight here. Let's see what happens. Look, it's starting to break out above it. Cool, cool, cool. And so now I'm right below this 8 EMA here, and starting to go up. Look at that, all the way up here to 153. Bringing my stop along the 8 EMA here, and what happened? Bam! It just snapped right back here. Look at that. After being at a new high of day, I'm out at 151.22 on the second half, or 3.4 on the second half. So let's take a look at this last trade here. Was it when it did a breakout, and then it based just slightly here at the 146 even dollar amount, got in it, broke out, pulled back, and then took off for the moon. But when it pulled back again, it pulled back too far for me, and I was out for a total trade of 2.3% in 29 minutes on that third trade. So we had a 3.7 plus a 1 plus a 2.3 for a total of 7% on these three trades. Now these were just three of a bunch of trades that we had this morning in the Grok day trading chat room. In fact, here it is. NVIDIA here was the number 1 trade that we started out with there. And then we had is also the number 6 trade I showed you for 1%. And then it was down here, NVIDIA trade number 10. But if you notice here, a lot of green here to begin the day. I was going to try to show one in which we did not make money on, but it wasn't down here to the end of the day. We had 3 trades that were minus 0.4%. But the total day here, we were at 12 of 15 for 80% success rate and a 15.5% return on risk. Now with our model portfolio risking $10,000 per trade and putting 1% stop on them, that would mean 1% for each 1% we make. That would be about $100. So on our model portfolio, we made $1,500 today in about 2 hours trading the markets. Hoo-ah, I love it when that happens. This is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, from everybody here at Grok Trade, we just want to wish you all the best blessings here on this Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, traders.